Hi, I am Roxana from VP State, and in this video I will show how to import the Baltimore demo. You will learn the steps that you need to take before and after the demo import. On this domain I have only installed the VP Residence theme. Before importing the demo, you will need to install the theme included plugins. You will see this warning here. You will need to click Begin installing plugins. These are the theme included plugins. For the theme to work properly, the VP Residence core functionality is mandatory. To be able to import the demo, you need to have one-click demo import plugin. I will install all the plugins. Now I need to activate the plugins. I will tick them all and select activate. The MLS import plugin is an optional one and it will work only for clients from USA and Canada. Now that all the theme included plugins are installed and active, I will go to dashboard. This is an Elementor warning that will show after the Elementor plugin install. I will close it. The next step is to activate the theme. Here you will need to add your ThemeForest username and your license code. So I will add my details. I will tick the consent box and press register license. My theme is now activated. I will refresh the page. Before starting with the demo import process, you will also need to install the SVG Support plugin. The theme supports SVG icons for features and amenities, and for the demo SVG icons to be imported along with the demo content, you will need to install the SVG Support plugin. I will go to plugins, I will click add new, I will look for the SVG Support plugin. This is the one that you need to install. I will click install now and I will activate the plugin. Now I can proceed with the Baltimore demo import. For that I will go to VP Residence options, import demo. You cannot have two demos imported at once, so if you already imported a demo and you change your mind, you will need to clear database and after import a new demo. Now I will look for the Baltimore demo. This is the one. I will click import demo, continue and import, and I will wait for the content to be imported. The process might take a few minutes. The import is complete, and next I will show the steps that you need to take after the demo import. First, you will need to set permalinks correctly. For that, you will need to go to settings, permalinks. The permalinks need to be set as post name. I will save the change. Now I will go on front end. You can see that the demo content was imported. Next, you will need to check theme options and replace the demo settings with your own. For that, you will need to go back to admin and go to VP Residence options, general. Here you will need to check each section and replace the demo settings with your own. I will show a quick overview of the existing options, but you will need to check each section. I will start with general. Here you can set your country, your measurement unit, and make other settings. In logos and favicons you can upload your own logo. In price and currency you can make the settings for your price and set your currency. Next, in social and contact you need to replace the demo contact details with your own. You need to change company name, add your email address and change the other settings as well. In the same section you can also add social accounts and enable social login. Next, in map section you will need to decide on the map system that you want to use. You can keep OpenStreet or select Google Maps. If Google Maps will be selected, then you need to create and add a Google Maps API key. Next, in property page you will find settings for the property page design and content. You need to check each section and make the settings that will fit your business. In property card design you can make settings for the property cards that will show in lists. In design you can manage colors and other design elements. In email management you can make settings for the notifications that will be sent from your site. Next, in membership you can decide on the submission type that you can set for your site. You can choose between free, per listing or membership. In property submission page you can manage the fields that will show in the submission form, and in the same section you can also enable payments. You can use PayPal or Stripe from the theme, or you can enable WooCommerce and use any payment add-on accepted by the WooCommerce plugin. Next, in search section you can manage the options for the theme advanced search. You can choose the type, you can choose fields and make other settings. This was just a quick overview on the theme available options. I will go back on front end. The home page will be exactly as the one in the official demo, but there will be some elements that will require manual adjustments. For example, in this section we use property categories, and since on import each category ID will be different, you will need to manually adjust the categories for this section and also manually upload images for each category used. I will show the steps that you need to take. First, I will show how this section was created. Since the page was created with Elementor, I will click Edit with Elementor button. I will scroll down to the section that requires adjustments. This is the one. The section was created with the VP Residence Display Categories widget. You can see that there are some categories saved. For the section to show as the one in the official demo, you will need to manually upload images to each category here. I will do that. I will go back to admin. You will find all property categories under properties. They are categories type city, neighborhood, county, state, features and amenities. I will start with neighborhood. This is a category that was used in the home page. To upload an image, I will click the edit button. Click the upload image button. You can select an image from media library or upload one from your device. I will select one from my device. I will select the image, insert into post and update. Now on front end, on refresh, the image that I just uploaded will show. Since the steps are the same for all images, I will add the rest of the images of the record and after show the results. I added all images. Now the section shows as the one in our official demo. These are the steps that you need to take after the demo import. Now I will show some quick guidelines on how to manage the homepage section. For that I will go back to the Elementor editor. You can see that I have Navigator enabled for better access to each page section. You can enable or disable the Navigator by pressing this button. I will start with the first section, which is the hero header one. First, we added this color as section background color. You can change it in style. The color can be changed here. To display the woman image, we uploaded the image here. You can change setting. And with heading widget, we added this text. For this one, we used text editor, and here we added the search using the search form builder widget. You will have the option to change fields and make other settings, and for this search, the settings from theme options will not apply. I will go further to the next section. You will see the blue banner. For this section, to create this banner, we added 2 columns. For each column, we set a color for background. You can change it in style, and the text was added with the heading widget. The same will apply for the second column. The color can be changed in style, and the text can be added from the text editor. Also, to display it over the hero section, in advanced, we added a negative margin top value. You can change this value to change the banner position. Going further to the next section, here we created a section to display the featured properties. We added this element using the icon widget from Elementor. You can change the icon and make other settings. Here we display the featured listings. We created the list using the VP Residence items list widget. For this widget, you will have the option to change settings like number of items and number of items per row. Also, you can filter the properties by category. Going further to the next section, here we added this text with the heading widget. To create these 3 cards, we created 3 containers, and for each we used the icon widget and the heading and the text editor to add the text. To edit, you will need to check each section. You can see that this section is displayed over the previous one. For that, we also added a negative margin top value. You can change it by selecting this column and going to advanced. This is the value that you need to change the section position. Going further to the next section, here we created a section with icons and text. We used the icon box widget to add the icons, and in the same widget we added the text. To edit, you will need to select each section. we added an image as the entire section background. To change it, you will need to select the icons container and go to style. Here you can replace the demo image with your own, and also in background overlay you can change the overlay color and the opacity. Going further to the next section, here we added an image with a video player button. The image was added as the container background. You can change it by selecting the container and going to style. Here you can replace the demo image with your own, and to display the video player button we used the VP Residence video player widget. You'll have the option to change the icon and the video. To achieve this design, we also added a negative margin top value for the section to be displayed over the previous one. To change it, you will need to select the main container and go to advanced. Here you will need to change this value to change the container position. Going further to the next section, we created a section that will display agents. For the text we used heading widget, and to display the agents we use the VP Residence list agents widget. You can change settings and you can filter agents by category. Also you can change the number of items per row. Currently the widget is set to display as grid. This means that the number of agent cards will be displayed based on the unit minimum width that you set here. Going further to the next section, here we created the section with the property categories that I already explained. Going further to the next section, you will have the testimonial section. The title was created with the heading widget. Here we added this element with the icon widget from Elementor, and next we created a new container with image and text. This image is set as the container background and you can change it from style. You can replace it here with your own image. And in the second container we created the elements using text editor. You can edit them. Going further to the next section, the text was also created with heading widget, and for this section we used the VP Residence content grid widget, and we added here the IDs of the blog posts that we wanted to display. You can change them with your own. I will show where to get the IDs. So I will go to admin, we'll go to posts, and this is the blog post ID that you need to copy in the widget. Going back to Elementor editor, I will go to the next section and the last in the page. We created a section with contact details. The section has a color added as background. To change it you will need to go to style, you need to change it here. We also added this image as background overlay. You can replace this with your own. The section was created with two containers. In the first one we added contact details. They were created with heading widget. You can edit them. This was created with text editor, and the phone, email and office address were created with icon box widget. You can change icon, title and the details. In the second container we created a contact form. Using the contact form builder you will have the option to change the contact form fields and make other settings. This wraps our video. Thank you for watching, and do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get instant notifications on new videos.